I'm Haley Day.
And I'm Richard Day.
We're both chiropractors.
We've been in practice together for 11 years.
Married for 10.
With 3 beautiful little girls.
We know it's possible to have an exceptional practice that's built around your life.
Because we've done it.
So we've created this podcast,
the Lifestyle Practice Builders Podcast.
We'll interview chiropractors, answer questions, and bring you resources to help build and grow your practice.
So let's get this party started.
Wow. Welcome back to the Lifestyle Practice Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Haley Day, and I don't know if you noticed, but I took last week off. I had prepared this podcast and, honestly, I just felt like I needed a week to catch my breath, get caught up, and do some things. Last week's weather was crazy nuts here in the Midwest. I don't know how it was where you're at, but it was crazy. And so I'm happy to be back. I think we are going to go to one podcast a week on Wednesdays from now through the end of the summer. I have heard from a few of you that you're having a hard time keeping up with 2 a week. And I want to make sure that you have the time you need to listen in. And I also want to make sure that they're good podcasts. And so if I'm just trying to throw stuff together, it's not fair to you guys. I really want every episode that I do to be valuable to you and that you can take away a little piece of it and use it to make your practice great or your future practice great. So thank you for riding the wave of Lifestyle Practice Builders Podcast and being here with us. Today's episode is going to encourage you to grow. This one is for all of us, and I promised that in the last episode. So here we go. A couple of weeks ago, I was on a call with a chiropractor that we helped a few years ago transition from student into his own private practice. I was checking on him just to see how he was doing, how things were going, how he was handling himself through the last year. So this chiropractor was actually one of the first students to reach out to us for private coaching, and we were able to help him tremendously through the process of opening his own clinic. It was a great feeling. We loved being along for the ride and loved checking in with him every now and then. So during the course of our phone conversation, though, it came up that this podcast and the resources that we've created are underutilized. And this hurts, man. It got me thinking about a lot of things and really got me thinking about the underutilization of chiropractic care, right? You might have seen a poll in my Instagram stories yesterday asking about this, and y'all voted like crazy that you agree. Here are some of the things that you shared with me on Instagram. So chiropractors seem like a last resort instead of the first stop for prevention. People don't understand the importance of chiropractic. People don't understand all the benefits it has to offer. It's misunderstood. There's misinformation, so many misconceptions. People don't understand the value of it. People don't understand we treat the whole body and not just the thoracic and lumbar spine. And man, these are all so true. We all know chiropractic can prevent surgeries, restore function, and optimize health in so many different ways. And why don't other people know this, right? So that's what my podcast episode is all about. Let's fix this, right? Or do what we can. Each of us has the capabilities to change this in our community. And so I want to empower you to make the difference. So as I got off the phone call, I felt defeated for a minute. Maybe that's how you felt when you saw my Instagram stories yesterday. And we know that this podcast can help so many students, associates, and new docs as they transition from student to doctor or struggling to success. So it crushes me to think it's underutilized too. But we're going to work on that as well. So after that brief moment of defeat, though, I quickly transitioned myself into problem solver mode. I thought, how can I help spread the knowledge and the stories and the valuable content that we have on the podcast? And how, at the same time, can I help spread chiropractic so that more people understand it and utilize it? And I know we can do this. We can boost the podcast and boost chiropractic. So that's my goal for the podcast. I'm going to share with you the ways I'm going to spread the podcast so you can use the same strategies to spread chiropractic. There are also things that I'm going to use to spread chiropractic in our practice as well in our community. So it's a ripple effect that can help each of us holds this power every day to send a wave through our efforts to effect change in our own homes first, in our own families, in our own communities, and beyond. I am sure that you have at least one family member or friend that you have taught about chiropractic and they've kind of like seen the light. Oh my goodness, chiropractic care is so much more than what I ever thought it was. I didn't grow up with chiropractic care. And so it took me a while, but obviously I got on board and it has totally changed my life. And I know from going to school and talking to you all that it has changed a lot of our own lives. And that's why we love chiropractic so much. So we need to share that message. So I'm going to start with how I'm going to change all this marketing. Well, actually, I kind of started with mindset. See how I took my feelings, and I'm going to go on a tangent here, but I took my feelings of defeat and let them come out by being productive. At first I was defeated, but then I knew I needed to do something about it. I couldn't just sit and wallow in it and start crying. I want to do something and I want to go into problem solver mode and help fix this. So I want to encourage you to start doing this. If this isn't a natural thing that you do in your life, we all need to do this. So you are going to feel defeated in school, in practice, in marriage, as a parent. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you have control over yourself, the way we see things, and the way we react. And so we all need to realize in our minds there's opportunity to use that defeat to fuel our progress, to strategize a better result and a better outcome. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the strategy, okay? It all comes down to strategy. We feel a little bit defeated. Maybe you have failed a test and you came up with a strategy to do better on the next one so that you were good going into the final. Maybe you had a hard day in practice and you came up with a strategy to make sure that the next day was much better. So we're going to do that today. We're going to look at some things I'm planning to do. They are all things you can be doing to boost your clinic and chiropractic and the way people see it in your community. We need to put better, more frequent, more valuable information out there. Obviously, we're saying misinformation, misunderstood, misconception. So we can do this. We can change the way that our communities see chiropractic, and we all need to come together to do this, to bring them together. So let's educate the masses on what it is that we do, right? Okay. So for us in our practice and for the podcast, we're going to start engaging with our market online and through social media much more and more dynamic. And this starts with increasing paid advertising in social media. And so maybe some of you are already doing this. Maybe some of you are scared of doing this. But what it all starts with is having more and better social media content. And so really thinking about what it is that you're posting and then maybe putting a little money behind it. It doesn't have to be like a whole Facebook ad strategy or anything. You can simply boost really good posts that you have that you think people in your community might enjoy, and it might send them into your office or educate them about chiropractic and how chiropractic can help them. So a lot of Facebook advertisers do not recommend boosting posts, and I totally get this. There really isn't much strategy behind it. But if you're not looking to spend a whole lot of money, you don't want to hire a social media ads person, you don't want to have a social media person in your office, then that's okay. But you do need to create the content. That's what's educating everyone around you in your area about what it is that you do, and also your own followers on Facebook. So you need to be creating that content, whether it's YouTube, IGTV, IG Reels, IG Stories, adding TikTok, Facebook Lives, or more Instagram posts to get the word out about what it is you do. And so what you're going to do is you can simply just boost the post. You can spend $20, $50, $100 a month and just see if it gets you more likes, if it gets you more people coming through your door, maybe more of your own patients seeing it, people who have followed you. You want to make sure there are a couple things you want to make sure that you are keeping it to your geographic area. And then also you can post it to people who just follow your page, or you can post it to people around you. And you can play around with the demographics of that. Use, the age, the sex, if you want, of the people that you're primarily looking to come into your office. So I would not be scared of boosting posts. I know people do not recommend it. I do not think it's that bad. If you are not going to do Facebook ads in some other way, then I still think that boosting posts, getting some more eyes on it, especially if people in your area, is a good thing. So that's going to be one of our strategies, is to run more Facebook ads for the podcast. We're going to be a little more strategic about it, but I don't want that to scare you. I think that if you just want to put a little money behind each of your really good content that you're making, then go for it. So those are a couple of the ways. So we're going to have a more dynamic approach with our posting. We're going to spread our content. That's why we're going to decrease to 1 episode a week, but then try to get that information out in lots of different ways so that more people can see it and consume it that way. We know that not everyone is listening to the podcast, but are following us in other ways. And so this is our way of getting that information to them. And like I said, these are all things you can be doing for chiropractic and in your practice. If you're a student though, then learn how to use social media effectively now. Build up your content so you can share it when you graduate and start creating relationships in your community. That's something we talk about on a lot of the podcast. You could be doing this regardless of where you're at as a student. If you're a practicing doctor, then hire someone to help with this, or do more of it yourself. Find someone in your office that can help you, maybe your spouse. And if you're not yet at capacity in your practice, then figuring out these things will really help you out. Social media, especially this last year, has become such an important part of sharing our message and building our community. So let's use it and use it effectively. The second thing that we're going to do is reach out and have more conversations with the people that interact with us, the people, our patients that are coming in, people that have maybe only come in once and not returned. And so this is in our practice, but for the podcast too, there's those of you who have bought the ChiroPlanner that maybe would really benefit from using the foundation or investing in the ROF course. So we're going to reach out, have more conversations, see where you guys are at, see how we can best support you through the process of opening your own practice, finding an awesome associate position, all of those things that we really are focused on to help you guys succeed. And we're going to focus on that and hope that that helps build the podcast. And this is something that you can be doing in your practice. So reaching out to all of your patients and interacting with them. I think that people are really missing this past year, just the conversation. And that's why Clubhouse has become so popular as a new social media app, and people are really enjoying having that conversation versus just that text back and forth feel of text and Facebook and Instagram. Having these conversations, doing an Instagram live, those kinds of things can really help connect you to your community and also help you with that education portion that we're talking about today to help the utilization of chiropractic. So another thing that we're going to do is do some outreach to influencers. So who else is supporting or influencing the group that we're trying to reach? How can we support those people? So in the past, for us, for the podcast, we've spoken at different chiropractic schools. We've shared on other podcasts. Recently, I was on the Clinic Gym Hybrid Radio. If you have not checked out that podcast, check that out. We've shared the stage with others that also support chiropractic students, new chiropractors, and you guys can all do this by working with influencers in your community for your practice. So what other healthcare professionals can you connect with? What rec centers or gyms can you team up with? Look for these connections. In the past year, I've been making these connections through social media, hopping on Zoom calls, so it doesn't have to be hard or awkward. Just pick up the phone and call some of these places that you might want to work out with. And the worst that they can do is not call you back or not respond to you on Instagram. That's not a big deal. Just move on. You'll find your tribe. And this is going to be all about the educating the masses, getting to know people, building your community, building your tribe, and bringing more people into your practice to educate them about chiropractic so that they can go out and we have this ripple effect. So let's help the utilization of chiropractic care, utilize all these things. And the next thing, not done yet, ask for reviews and referrals. So today I asked a couple of our foundation members to leave us a review on Facebook. Reviews help others know the resource is worth the investment and also what to expect to get out of the program. So when people leave you a review on Facebook or on Google about your practice, that lets other people know that you do a good job, that you give great care, and you have a fabulous office to come visit. So ask for those reviews and referrals. You can ask family, friends, past patients, anyone who you've interacted with to leave you a nice word on Google or Facebook or anywhere else that you like to get reviews and referrals. The other thing is referrals. Ask your patients, who do you know that would benefit from care in our office, and try to spread the word that way. I saw a post last week in another chiropractic Facebook group. Someone was talking about how another coach, several $1,000s to purchase her sleazy sales support. And it makes me so mad. Not only are our resources so much more affordable, but we give great advice and support. And to make matters worse, on this post, there were several others that had been through the same experience. And so I know that what we have is helpful and that we're good people. We're here to help support you guys. And so it makes me mad when I know that other people are spending thousands of dollars to get taken advantage of elsewhere. And I want to help those people, and I want to be helping more people. So that's why we're reaching out to you guys today to ask you to spread the word about the podcast. If you've bought a ChiroPlanner or the foundation, give us a review on Facebook would be awesome. Share it with a friend, share it in an Instagram post, but let people know that we are around because we're here and we want to help and we know that we're a good option. So let's rise up and be the difference and share what's working for you with other chiropractors. So I'm also going to start by asking all of you today, if you find value in listening to this podcast, I just went over this, but I'm going to say it again, then please share with a friend. Start by asking your friend if they even listen to podcasts. Some people aren't even listening to podcasts yet. So you might have to explain what it is and walk them through on their own phone how they can listen to it, whether it's Spotify or Apple iTunes. Whatever it is, but we appreciate that. Take your friend under your wing and help them find the podcast so that they can get the support that they need and that we can help them too. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is something else that you can do in your office is have a live event. We haven't had a live event yet for the podcast, but we have certainly been thinking about it for many years. We would love to bring some people together. I think that it will be a virtual workshop we're going to do within probably the next 6 months and to help students out. So stay tuned for that. But live events in your office are a great way to bring people in, show them what the office looks like, what you do and how it works. We recommend having at least one live event every other year in your office. I think if you're just starting out, one every year for the first 2 or 3 years is great. It's a great way to bring people in and have them see what it is that you do. So I hope you can take at least one thing away from this podcast to implement in your practice or your future practice or life to help you grow, whether it be stepping up your social media game and have fun with it, starting paid advertising, building better relationships with past and future patients, creating a bigger, stronger network in your community, asking for current patient or friends to review and refer, or creating a live event. Let's bring more passion to our purpose. Let's share how and why chiropractic works. Let's inform our communities. Like Dr. Laura said in our interview last week, there's always room at the top. And we see through all of these posts, you guys, I posted yesterday on Instagram stories. If you're not familiar with that, we can ask questions, take polls. And you guys, so many of you, almost 100 of you voted that yes, chiropractic is underutilized. These are some of my answers for that. I really think, and I also asked why you thought it was, and it's misinformation, 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 the misunderstanding, misconceptions about chiropractic care. And I think that's really up to us to educate and to let people know what it is that we do. So that's why I wanted to put this podcast together, to inspire you to do these things, to get out there, to make these posts, to use social media to our advantage. I'm going to ask you again, because we want to help more people. If you found value in the podcast, if you follow us on Instagram, if you're in our free Facebook group, if you've had a strategy call with one of us, please go leave us a review on Facebook, leave us a review on Apple Podcast, subscribe to the podcast, share the podcast with your chiropractic student and chiropractor friends. Rich and I are doing what we wish someone had done before us. We're giving the help we would have wanted when we were starting, growing, and adding to our practices. If you are learning from us, then please help us spread the word. With more listeners, we bring more bigger guests and create more resources for you. I have like 10 interviews lined up. I promise they're coming down the pipeline. I'm doing one today, and I just secured another big interview this week, someone who I'll be interviewing next month, so they can share their expert advice with you. So more reviews, more listens, more subscribes, that helps us out. So spread the word. We will continue to support you all by following your Instagram accounts and commenting on your posts. We appreciate you. We want to see you all succeed. Thank you for listening today. Also, look for weekly episodes coming out on Wednesdays. This will give us the time we need to do all of these other things for our podcast to help spread the word so that you guys can best be supported. There are almost 200 episodes, so if you feel like you need more information, go back, listen to those, and I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for listening. Take care, and reach out. If you have any questions about anything that I talked to about today, send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook. I'm always happy to help, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. Take care.
If you enjoyed this podcast episode, please share it with your friends on Instagram and Facebook. And for those of you who are already subscribers, we really appreciate it. Thanks for the reviews. We love reading those and knowing that you're loving the podcast. If you're looking for more tips and inspiration, be sure to check us out at lifestylepracticebuilders.com or join our business and marketing Facebook group for chiropractors at facebook.com/group/lifestylepractice.